Hey everyone, welcome to Flushing, Queens. I recorded this video on March 18th, 2026. It's about 3:06 p.m. in the afternoon. And today we're going to be walking through the entirety of Flushing, particularly Flushing Main Street, but we're also going to be going up to one of my favorite neighborhoods within Flushing, which is the Murray Hill neighborhood, which is more of the Korean side of Flushing. They have some of the best Korean restaurants in all of New York City. I would even say the best Korean restaurants in New York City are not in Manhattan. They are in Murray Hill district of Queens, and it's right as you go over the Whitestone Bridge, actually. So we're going to be seeing all that and more today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, right here on the corner of Prince Street, right as I was standing on those steps, is one of the best skewer places in Flushing. And it's open really, really late at night. Sometimes I come here, 11 o'clock, midnight, and go in there and order skewers. It's a really, really fun time. It almost seems as if Flushing, Queens is more lively in terms of its nightlife. Restaurants open late than many parts of Manhattan.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good spot.
There's also so many different tea places here, you'll notice. If you're familiar with our walking tours in Manhattan, there's a brand new location of Molly Tea, which opened up right in Manhattan's Chinatown. But this is the original location here in Flushing, Queens. So you not only have the Molly Tea right here, but you have the Tea Pulse, which I literally just went to and got a fruit tea. I usually get a grape fruit tea here at Tea Pulse. But then you also have Tea Scholar, which is right here. On this block, I would estimate there's maybe 8 individual tea places you could go to. Pretty cold out today. It's about 32 degrees. This hot pot place on the corner is also pretty good. But what I would recommend is going into the World Mall, New World Mall, going all the way to the basement where the food court is, and they have some of the best malatang spots. If you don't know what malatang is, it's like a very spicy Chinese soup. Adding to the tea places, right behind me is Haiti. They have a ton of locations in Manhattan. But of course, they have a location right here in Flushing, Queens. So definitely no shortage of tea options here. Now, as we get closer to the neighborhood that I really want to showcase, right as you go over that Whitestone Bridge, it's almost like you're not even in Queens anymore, really in New York City. It's very, very quaint. It's kind of like living in the suburbs, and I wouldn't mind maybe buying a place there someday. You'll see what I mean when we get there. This place, I believe, has a Michelin star, which is very good. This is now 39th Avenue. I'm actually going to make a right on 39th Avenue, take a quick detour. Look at all the new buildings going up too in Flushing. You'll see right on Main Street, there's a ton of new buildings. And you can see the Michelin guide here, New York's best value restaurants. We'll cross the street here briefly, and I'll show you this mall, which is really nice. And of course, being in Flushing, you know, if you go into this mall, it's kind of like being in Asia, particularly when I was traveling through Korea. Many of the Lotte style malls look exactly like this. You'll see what I'm talking about once we get inside. There's one particular mall in Suwon, Korea. That looks like a near mirror image of this. The only thing that they don't have are those big libraries or those big bookstores. Okay, and here we are. This bakery here is fantastic. It's also very cheap too. This milk pudding one is one of my favorites. It's only like $1.80 for one. It's so affordable. And here's what I mean by the kind of Korean style, or maybe just all throughout Asia, has this layout. Like in the middle, every other floor can look in to this floor. The one I'm talking about in Suwon has so many levels, and this middle section is a tremendous library and bookstore. It's definitely something nice to do. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Do we have dark milk matcha?
May I try a milk chocolate?
This is our original flavor.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Yes. Ole.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's not bad. Japanese chocolate. Now the second floor is the food court. I guess I'll quickly take you up there. I mean, there's just an unbelievable amount of places. Okay, so you have the food hall, restrooms, elevators to parking, and the atrium. You have a matcha place, and then this is the big food hall. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but in the distance you can see Citi Field. Citi Field is where the Mets play. You also have a pretty nice view of Manhattan, too. This is like a skewer restaurant. This is spicy hot pot, kind of a form of malatang, as you can see here. It's like the open self-serve bar. It's only about $15 for a bowl of malatang, which is pretty affordable. There you can see Citi Field. Boba tea place. But I would highly recommend coming here. It's so cool. And it looks modern too. Oh, this is Vietnamese food, so pho. Ah, and this is Korean cuisine. And here's the view from the second floor. I'm gonna have to provide a link for you to that mall that I'm talking about in Suwon, Korea. It's one of the Lotte malls, but when you're looking down here, the entire area is just bookshelves. It's so cool. This looks like hot pot. It's a beautiful dog this guy has. Oh wow, they even have a Regal. I didn't know that. This is that Pop Mart. All right, let's head downstairs and continue on. But take my advice and check out that bakery there. You can buy like a basket of 10 things and it's only going to be like $15. One thing is like $1.80 and it's extremely good. Okay, we'll go back down here and out. Jewelry store. Wow, look at this gold set of chopsticks. This is that place. They also have really good coffee here too.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh, Maron, the wind. At least it's sunny out. It's the least we could ask for.
What? Okay.
Now I'm going to navigate back to Main Street, the main Flushing Main Street. And we'll go ahead and make a right on Prince. Go ahead and make a right here. You know, this restaurant's not bad. This 39 Prince Cafe. Every time I come here, I usually get the beef and chili pepper dish. But they also have a lot of little dim sum dishes as well. This dessert spot over here, Mr. Bear, they make these cheesecakes that are really good. There's even more tea places down here. This spot is relatively new. And then there's this other place. It's like an avocado place. This is now Roosevelt Avenue. We will go ahead and make a left. There's usually a line at the door for this new bakery spot, which is actually pretty good. I've been there a few times. But I've just noticed so many new places with all new retail storefront and design. Usually right along Roosevelt Avenue here, going up towards Main Street, it's a lot of older buildings. But like this one we're about to walk past, it's completely torn down and it's brand new and it looks great. I can only imagine in a few years if the entire block turns out to be like this. Here's an example. If you look across the street, everything along here is really low-rise, with a few newer buildings mixed in. But this one is a brand new building that's just set to open. the end of the block, you'll see the main entrance to the 7 train. Obviously, the 7 train's the last stop, Flushing Main Street. Very easy to get to Manhattan. The last stop in Manhattan is the Hudson Yards. Here's that new bakery I was talking about. It's called Bow's Pastry. I've never not seen this place with the line out the door. And it's cool because they make the stuff right in the window for you. It's like a little assembly line in there. They put out the fresh bread, cookies, pastries, really whatever you want. And you just walk through with a sort of like a little shopping cart, like a hand shopping cart. And you pick whatever you want. It's really good. Bow's Pastry. Okay, let's continue on. There you can get the Q19, Q63, and I think the Q66. The Long Island City and Astoria, Queens bus. Now, the neighborhood where we're going has one of the best samgyeopsal places anywhere in New York City. And for those of you who don't know what samgyeopsal is, it's a form of K-barbecue. It's like a pork belly. It's very good. It's a very traditional place too. At these places you can get dumplings and other stuff. Fried buns, fried dumplings for a few dollars. Pan-fried bun. That's one of my favorite Chinese foods is the pan-fried bun. There's a great pan-fried bun place, ironically right across the street, in the basement of the New World Mall in Flushing. Here's another little fun fact. The intersection we're walking right now is the busiest intersection in all of New York City. Many people think and believe that it's Times Square. It's not. It's Flushing, Queens, right here. And it feels way busier than Manhattan. I'll just give you one last look to the other side. They even have a Raising Cane's here now. Now, if you were to walk down Main Street here, you'll see this elevated train platform. Oh, perfect timing. You see the train going by, that is the Long Island Railroad. So it's very easy, you know, if you don't want to wait for the commute on the subway, you just hop on the Long Island Railroad here and it'll take you right to either Grand Central Terminal or Penn Station. Okay, we'll bang this left. Speaking of the New World Mall, this is the side entrance on Roosevelt Avenue, right here. So if you walk straight in here and take the escalator to the lower level, that's the food court. So here in a minute, you're going to start to notice a little bit of a transition from the busier environment to the more residential. You have the Macy's to our right as well. Always have street vendors selling stuff on the street. Okay, we're going to be coming up on Union Street. And this is where you'll really notice that transition from the more urban area here. Lots of storefronts as we head more into suburbia, or what you can compare it to at least. There's also an H Mart on the next block, which is a great grocery store. It's cheaper than the one in Manhattan, obviously. This is actually a pretty good bakery. Here you're going to see a lot of the apartment complexes that surround and feed into Flushing Main Street. And then as we continue on down, that's when you're going to start to see the single-family homes. And the single-family homes are really, really nice. Now for some geography, just kind of location-wise, we right now are walking east. So we're going deeper into Long Island, technically, right? Brooklyn, Queens makes up Long Island, as well as Nassau and Suffolk County. So we're walking directly east. And then we're gonna walk a little bit north. And really the two main neighborhoods up there, it's College Point and Whitestone. Obviously, you have the Whitestone Bridge and the Throgs Neck Bridge. That will take you up over into the Bronx and a little bit further up into Westchester County as you head into Pelham, New Rochelle, Larchmont, Mamaroneck. So it's very easy commute if you have a car and you need to go up into Westchester. The bridge is just up here. Here you have the H Mart. It's also a really nice view as you're coming over the bridge as well. If you're going over the Whitestone Bridge, you can see all the planes taking off from LaGuardia. You see the entire skyline of Manhattan. It's really quite nice. You see Ferry Point Park. Now in the corner of Roosevelt. We're going to continue past this church. Beautiful church. Now, if you wanted a faster way, if you have a vehicle here, you could just hop on Northern Boulevard, which is kind of like the main drag. But I think it's nice to walk into more of the residential areas. You'll notice kind of the further out east we go, you run into more Korean stuff. So obviously Flushing is known for being the largest Chinatown, but the further east you go towards the Murray Hill, there's like the Murray Hill Shopping Center, that complex, it gets more Korean than Chinese. Okay, we should be coming up to Parsons Boulevard, right here on the corner. You'll see some of the newer developments mixed in with the older buildings. So much quieter, right? And we're right at Flushing, Main Street. Just the only thing, the further east you go, there's obviously no subway access, so you would have to rely on the buses. So right as you come over the Whitestone of the Throgs Neck, no subways. You have to walk west. These are some of the older apartment buildings here. I'd say we have about 8 more blocks. This should be 147th Street we're coming up to in the distance. And we're going to head all the way to 155th Street, which is really going to be the main area of Murray Hill. You also have a Long Island Railroad stop there as well. Okay, here we are, 147th Street. We're still on Roosevelt Avenue. Here's a newer development. Now we're coming up to 149th Street. So as you can see, these are the Korean letters, the Korean Hangul. There's also a decent amount of street parking the further west you go. So if you're driving into Flushing, Queens, maybe park over here. It's about a 10-minute walk to Main Street. If you're thinking about eating, going out to dinner or something, then you don't have to pay for parking. Okay, now you'll start to notice a little bit of a transition here that we were talking about before, but not quite totally. Here you can see some of the Queens single family. These are probably like 2-family homes, but again, more residential. And then really once we cross about 150th, it's really going to explode with more single family, really nice homes. Lots of restaurants. This is 149th place. Lots of barbecue. I'll quickly do a detour because I want to show you a good coffee shop over here that has these really good cruffles, they're called. But notice a lot of the Korean stuff now. Kimchi bulgogi. You'll notice a lot of the lettering now is in the Hangul. This is Barton Avenue. Right by the train station, you have this karaoke spot. But this is Cruffle House, which is a very good coffee shop here. If you're visiting New York City, I'd write this down. It's right at the Long Island Railroad train station from Murray Hill. Great coffee here. And these cruffles, which are fantastic. And all around the train station, you have great Korean restaurants. I've been to many of them. Here's the side entrance. And to the right, here's the train station where you can buy your tickets. So I mean, imagine living in and around this little town here. Easy to get to and from the city. And you have everything you need. Dozens of coffee shops, K-barbecue restaurants. This is the coffee factory. This place is okay as well. This restaurant is called Mukbang. Mukbang is actually like a Korean eating show. And if you go down here, these are really good places to eat as well. But yeah, this is all Korean. I mean, really an unlimited amount of Korean restaurants here. We'll get back on Roosevelt Avenue. I just wanted to show you kind of what I was talking about here as Flushing kind of transitions from mostly Chinese to Korean. I mean, you have doctors' offices, everything. It's kind of like living in a small town or a small city in Korea. Okay, this is 150th Street. Now we're going to get into the area where it has beautiful single-family homes. These are like multi-family duplexes. As you can see, the two doors here. It's a quiet little neighborhood. It's really nice. I mean, being able to live here, walk into the town with all those options, coffee shops, restaurants. This is Murray Street. Then we'll come up to 154th Street. You can see a lot of the original Queens homes here, many of which are being bought out, torn down to build really nice properties. Now, right next to this samgyeopsal place we're going to go to, there's another Korean coffee shop that has this new menu item, which is only popular in Korea right now. It's called Americano. So not an Americano, but an Americano, and it's really good. Actually might get one at the conclusion of the walk. And up here is Northern Boulevard, the main road here. I might just briefly go to Northern Boulevard just to show you. We'll merge onto Northern Boulevard up here. Now we're going to come up to this little kind of strip mall shopping center. It's called the Murray Hill Shopping Center. And they have some really good restaurants in here. Really good. Again, all Korean. You have a Paris Baguette in there as well, which is the kind of the large chain Korean bakery. Many people think it's French, but Paris Baguette is Korean owned. Right here on 156th Place and Northern Boulevard. This restaurant has a location right in Koreatown in Manhattan, Junro. This is the Murray Hill Plaza. You even have an H Mart all the way in the back too. Paris Baguette. Now, if you walk down 156th Street, there's a lot of really nice homes. Very, very big homes within walking distance to all of this. Here you can see another Korean restaurant here. And then I'll zoom in just so you can see all the different restaurants. There's a pho place as well. Vietnamese food. You can see the grand opening. But there's a skewer place all the way at the end by the H Mart that I go to a lot. But we'll continue to walk down Northern Boulevard. This is a Korean food kitchen. It's literally like walking through some of the smaller cities in Korea. Like Yongin, if you've ever been there. I think that's St. Andrews across the street. And if you look in the distance, you can see the planes taking off from LaGuardia. And all along Northern Boulevard, all K barbecue restaurants. They even have a location for BBQ chicken. The best BBQ chicken location is in Hartsdale, which is in, well, it's by White Plains, New York. If anyone's familiar with White Plains, it's quite nice up there as well. Here's a Taekwondo studio. Taekwondo is a Korean martial art. And then here you have the BBQ chicken, Korea's finest fried chicken. In Korea, they call fried chicken and beer, they call it chimak. I'm going to go ahead and make a left here on 160th Street. Go ahead and wait for the light. But you can see Northern Boulevard is very busy. Lots of street traffic. Oh, this is the Q, I think, 28 bus here. Northern Boulevard is like the Sunrise Highway of Long Island. we have the light. We'll go ahead and cross. This is now the northernmost side of Northern Boulevard, but we're just going to make the immediate right. Maybe I'll take you guys on just a quick detour, just so I could show you these single-family homes. Now this really turns into just a residential neighborhood. Really nice sidewalks. People actually have front lawns here now. I mean, it's very nice. It's like walking in a neighborhood in Westchester. I think coming up is 35th Avenue. We'll go ahead and make a right, and then I'll loop back around to the coffee shop, which is also, by the way, going to be at the Long Island Railroad train station. What a difference, right? From just a few moments ago. An immediate transition from a more urban environment to suburbia. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Again, for some context, this is the neighborhood pretty much immediately as you get off the Whitestone Bridge and you head south, Murray Hill. Here's more single-family homes. This is now 161st Street. We're going to make a right, but just these homes are really great. Actually, maybe we'll go down one more. I think this block is much wider to walk down, even though there's some construction, but this is the Christian Holy City Church. We'll now make a right on 162nd Street. Where we'll head back towards Northern Boulevard. You're also going to see some pretty impressive homes here too. I mean, how beautiful is this? This is something you'd see in like Garden City, and this home is under construction. Brand new windows, really nice. Brand new residential work. This one's also quite nice. Look at the glass. Once we get to Northern Boulevard, we'll go ahead and merge onto Depot Road. And I'll show you where my favorite restaurant is. just like that, we transition back to Northern Boulevard, and it really feels like, well, much more urban, just so to say. That's the kind of lifestyle I like. Being able to live in a more suburban area, but quite literally in 2 blocks. Be in the mix of everything. Okay, so once we make this left, there's going to be a teeny little road here called Detour Road. And you're going to have parking for the Long Island Railroad train station. So we'll go ahead and make this left, and you can see right in the distance, that's the LIRR train station. But take my word for it, this spot just off to the left, I'll have to stand in the street so you can see it, is by far the best samgyeopsal place anywhere in New York City. Tungsam Gyupgyu Yi on Depot Road. 안녕하세요. And coming up here should be the Broadway train station, right across the street from 164th Street. But yeah, if you go to that spot, I'd recommend ordering just the samgyeopsal and also the eel. It's very good. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed that walking tour of Flushing, Queens and Murray Hill, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and as always, we will see you in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.